Oh boy, I've got my work cut out for me for this. Hey everyone, woohoo here. And as you can see here, I've got this big, gigantic container full of coins. My girlfriend's grandmother asked me, how do I know what coins are worth keeping and what I can just take back to the bank? And she brought out this big, gigantic plastic container that she stuffed full of the brim, full of stuff. So I offered to look through it for her while she's away on vacation. So she said, yeah, sure, go right ahead. And that's how I wound up with this. So we're gonna take a look through here. I mean, I see a bunch of quarters in there, the odd penny. There's some stuff wrapped up in here and some denominations separated in plastic bags over there. So we're gonna take some of this out. I don't know what I'm gonna start with, but let me take this out and see what we got to deal with here. All right, I know some of you saw this right off the top and were wondering what the heck is in this. So we're just gonna go ahead and slide this out. There's not very much in here. I had already separated some of this out. Runaway coin. And as you can see here, we've got some silver dimes on our hands here. Let's see, flipping these around. I don't see any mint marks on any of these, but there's a 1916. And when I said I wish there was a mint mark on that, I mean, I can't really tell from here. Man, if that had been a D, we would have really been in the money there. 1943 and 44 Mercury dimes, and then there's a D mint mark on the back of this one. Roosevelt 1961, so all 90% silver. Not a bad first find. Let's see, I'm gonna reach in here and I'm gonna pull out a bag of stuff, and this looks like nickels. Yeah, all nickels in there. I'm gonna have a look through here and I'll be back if I find something cool. All right, I know I'm back really quick. There was a big bag of nickels and I poured it out immediately. And as soon as I dumped it out, do you see what I see right in there? That, my friends, is a buffalo nickel. I don't see a mint mark down there, and this thing has some interesting coloration to it. Let's see, do we have a date on this? Ooh, that's gonna look quite kind of, oh, hang on. If the light catches it just right. Oh, I thought I saw a 2 there or something. Okay, it's pretty beat up. Let me do a little work on this. I don't have any Nicodate on me, so I can't really make a determination of a date even if I wanted to, but that's cool. Right away, one find, we know we got something cool. All right, I got the nickels all sorted, as you can see right here by decade. Nothing really terribly exciting. Couple from 1940. The single one from the 50s we got there is, as you can see right there, a 1954 Philadelphia. A couple from the 60s, a stack of 70s, pretty decent amount of 80s. The vast majority, as you can see there, from the 90s. Then we have 2000s, including some of the special reverses right over there. The only one we're missing out of this lot is the Keelboat reverse. And then 2006 and forward with the new portrait. So just the one buffalo nickel find out of the nickels, as you can see right there. So now let's have a look in here. What is this other bag on top right here? Looks like we got a bunch of dimes. All right, I'm gonna clear this away. I'm gonna dump this out. And if I come back with anything good, I'll let you know. All right, so I got the dimes out of the bag, and I noticed a couple of unusual things right off the bat. The first one was over here somewhere. Of course, I say that. Oh, there we go. That is not an American dime. That's Queen Elizabeth II right there. So this is probably a Canadian. Yep. Canadian dime. What's the year on that? Oh, it's one of those 125th anniversary of Confederation dimes, 1992. That's pretty neat. We'll put that over there. But then the other big thing I think was hiding right over here. And that, my friends, is a 1964. Is that a D? Put that down and zoom in. Yeah, that's a D, all right. 1964, we've got silver already in this pile of dimes. 3 finds out of that $7 in nickels over there, and however much is in here, I have no idea. I gotta count this out. But I'll be back if I have yet another find. Well, I'm back. That didn't take long. I just had to move a couple things around, and I saw that sitting right there. That's a 1944 Mercury dime out of Denver. You see the mint mark at the base of the torch on the left there. So yet another find. Already 2 silver dimes in this massive pile, and I haven't even sorted the darn thing yet. Still going through the initial sort. You see it. I'm back. That's silver dime number 3. That's a 1959 out of Philadelphia. It's got some nice toning on that too. Yeah, 1959 silver dime number 3. Can we make it 4? Well, I've made a little dent in this pile, as you can see. I already rolled up $5 worth of dimes there. I have another $1 there. I just picked up another pile. And I think, the way the camera's hitting it right now, I'm not sure you can really tell, but I think we're gonna have some more silver. I'm just gonna flatten this out, and I think this is the one right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Let me zoom in. That's a 1963 out of Denver. Silver dime number 4, not including the 4 we already saw at the very beginning. Let's see if we can find any more in here. This is going great. All right, so I've sifted through about $20 worth of dimes already. We're down to the last few, and take a look at that. That's a first-year Roosevelt dime right there. That's also going to be 90% silver, 1946 out of Philadelphia. That's silver dime number 5 out of the ones we found that we didn't know were already in here. I'm going to finish up with this, and then I'll come back with a recap of the dimes in a second. All right, so that does it for the dimes. It was a little over $20, as you can see here. 4 full rolls and a few loose pieces here. This one's just pocket change, so we'll clear these out of the way. These were the finds from those $20 worth of dimes. You can see there a 1992 Canadian dime, 125th anniversary of Confederation. The silver consisted of a 1946, 59, 63, which I think this one was the Denver, if I'm not mistaken. Was this one a Denver too? No. 63 Denver, 64 Denver, there it was. And 1944, also Denver, in pretty good shape. So 5 silver dimes out of the $20 or so in dimes, and plus 4 more hiding in there that I already put away. So that was a pretty good hunt, all things considered. Now we turn our attention to the rest of this, and I think there's another bag in here. This one is mostly pennies. So wheat cents galore, I hope, in this one. I'm not much of a variety hunter, I forgot to mention at the very top of this, so I'm not really going to spend a whole lot of time looking for them, either on the dimes or the nickels or the pennies. But if I happen to find one that I think could be a good candidate, I'll give it a go. Not that I'm very good at finding, or at least attributing them, but we'll see how I do. Let's get into these pennies. So that's a look at the cents after I just dumped them out. Do you see something that doesn't quite belong here? I know I do. Take a look at that. That's another silver dime in this collection of pennies, and it's another 1944. This time, this one's out of Philly. We'll stick that right up there with the rest of them. And now we'll get to the pennies. That's already a good find. Well, the pennies, unfortunately, were a bit of a bust. No wheat cents to speak of, and no varieties either, just 82 cents worth of pocket change, as you can see right there. Now, the bigger ordeal. What the heck am I going to find in all this? Oh, and that's not even half of it. I'll start with that and I'll come back if there's anything interesting. All right, so there's still a whole bunch of quarters in that bucket over there that I haven't even poured out. I've sorted through, what is that, 54-ish dollars? Oh, and a stray nickel over there. $54 worth of quarters. I splayed everything out over here, and look what I see right there. 1956 Denver silver quarter. This hunt definitely was not in vain. And the best part is, There's still a whole lot over there and down here to go. All right, so far that is about 74.5-ish dollars worth of quarters. Just the one silver quarter find over there. That stray nickel I already threw back in with the nickels over there. But now, let's get the rest of that out. I'm out of wrappers. I don't know how I'm gonna fit everything else on this mat here, but doggone it, I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see what else is hiding in there. Round 2 of the quarters done. That's $163 worth of quarters that I have hunted through so far. Well, not counting the silver quarter we found. And there's still a little bit left in there. So I'm gonna pour the rest of that out. I'll hunt it. If I find anything interesting, I'll let you all know. Otherwise, I'll come back with a full recap. Last little pile of quarters here. Already got another $5 or so sorted out. That's not a quarter. That's gonna be from Yugoslavia. 5 dinara from 1984. What is that doing in here? I mean, I can't spend it anymore, and it's probably not worth very much, but it's an interesting find nonetheless. I'll take it. Second world coin find of this particular hunt. Let's see if we can find any more. Well, that's all she wrote. I am done. My hands were filthy. I have washed them thoroughly, and $217 worth of quarters later, just those two notable finds over there, the silver 1956 and the 5 dinara from Yugoslavia. But that hunt was a lot of fun. Not just the silver quarter, the Canadian dime, the buffalo nickel, the 5 dinar, but also 10 silver dimes. Can't get mad at that, as another coin YouTuber likes to say. And just a lot of fun going through a bunch of coins that were hidden away for an undetermined amount of time, but probably some that haven't been touched in many, many years. So I was honored and privileged to be able to go through them and to be able to pull out anything of significant value, or at least of significant interest. I will say I was not much of a variety hunter. Those of you who know varieties probably much better than I do are probably going, you should probably go through there and look for them. But honestly, my eyes are tired. I don't have the patience right now. I was looking for 2019 and 2020 Ws. For those of you who were wondering, I did not see any. Doesn't mean there wasn't any. It's just that they escaped my initial search. And at this point, I might go back a little bit later and see if I can find another one. But at this rate, I didn't see one. I don't really think I'm going to find one again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this multi-denominational hunt just to help my girlfriend's grandmother out a little bit. And now she can turn this money back into something that'll work for her. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back when I've got some other unique coin finds, just like the ones you see over here. I'll see you next time.